Welcome to Cinemagna. In today's video, we will showcase the Mexico City premiere of the 2023 American epic Western crime drama film, Killers of the Flower Moon. The film is directed and produced by Martin Scorsese, who co-wrote the screenplay with Eric Roth, based on the 2017 book of the same name by David Grann. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel to be notified when new videos are released.
Well, I think the story itself has elements of stuff that you would expect to see in my movies. This approach, however, is from another angle, and I think it's from a more personal side, which is the story of the husband and wife, Ernest and Molly, and more so through Molly, I think, and how it affects her. We don't shy away from showing anything, but it has a different resonance because of her, really.
The master Scorsese certainly pays so much attention to every minutia of a story, first of all. The characters, that's his focus. And also the authenticity of telling a story that's true to the soul, you know. So this is a film that's based on something historical, but he really goes into the intimate aspects of these characters. Lots of that part of the story is, let's say, invented, but it's I find his perspective just amazing, and just being able to be part of that and also being meticulous about the cinematography is really quite something for me. Pues esta es una historia que también tiene sentido para toda Latinoamérica, ¿no? Todo el continente y bueno, muchos otros lugares del mundo. O sea, es una historia de conquista, abuso, y de un choque de culturas y un encuentro también de culturas y cómo resolver estas situaciones que, bueno, obviamente en México pues lo hemos vivido desde la conquista y seguimos tratando de entender cuál es nuestra identidad y cómo vivir con esta historia que es parte de nuestra sangre.
I've only been here briefly, but from what I've seen so far, it's so beautiful. The people are so lovely, and this is extremely exciting for this film. I think it's very important. Firstly, that that Americans see this film and understand that this is a story that even they don't know happened. But then for the film, as it's going to be presented by Apple, to be dropped all over the globe at the same time, I think is going to be really, really important. The Osage Nation was very supportive, and we had a lovely group of actors to select from, but then we went deeper and we went into the Osage community to find our supporting players, and they are terrific in this film.
It was amazing. The people I met, the people I was able to get to know and work together with. It's such an important movie, such an important story to be told today. It was very emotional at times. Obviously, we talked about the characters and we did makeup tests along with Marty, checking with him, of course, because he had very specific ideas. And we had an incredible research department. Marion Bauer led that, and there was an office where you walked in, you had folders, books, pictures on the walls that you could just use to recreate those characters. You know, there were the people that cared about fashion, but there were the more traditional ones, and there, of course, you wanted to make sure that even though no makeup doesn't mean there's no makeup involved, but, you know, we wanted to make sure that it looks really natural.
I think that the international audience has always loved natives. They always love our stories. They appreciate the way that we dress. So I'm very excited for everyone to see it internationally. The experience was beyond belief, and for someone who's never been in this industry and came into it, but really everyone was so gracious and worked so incredibly hard and really had a true commitment of integrity and authenticity from the actors, the directors, everyone on crew, and really trying to make this story and the representation in it to be exactly the way that we perceive ourselves.
Well, the book just blew my mind. You know, David Grand, is an incredible writer, and my partner Dan was like his favorite writer. You know, so when the story was, a story that I had no knowledge of, and I just feel like it was like a long overdue. You know, I feel like the Native Americans really haven't had that story told. It just really impressed me. I hope everybody receives it well. It's a human story. It's a story everybody can relate to. I mean, these people have been, persecuted for, so many years, and I just feel like this is a great, way to kind of bring attention to that. And I feel like healing, we need to heal, and hopefully this, can help a little bit.
Amazing city, and I'm really excited for our global audience to see. This is a very important film, touches on many, many subjects that most of us can understand, have seen or been through at a time. It's just a hidden story that I think is definitely time for to be revealed. Oh, the talent pool is spectacular, really. I like, of course, there's the obvious Leonardo and Robert De Niro, and then there's Lily Gladstone and Cara Jade Myers and Jillian and all the other Native actors, Tatanka Means, and really just have a strong representation from Native America in this film, including our Osage people that are ever present. As you can see, I represent a lot of different cultures and both sides of this coin, and it's interesting for me because I get to explore that pivotal moment where we have a story to tell, the Osage people that's been hidden. It wasn't talked about when I was growing up. It was sort of a forbidden subject, and now 100 years later, it's out there in the present. And I was so fortunate to be appointed by Chief Standing Bear as the Osage Nation ambassador, and then to be brought along even further with as a consulting producer with Marty and the rest of the team.
It's been a blast. The Mexican people have been so welcoming and just so friendly and wonderful, so I really had a really good time. This is probably one of the most rewarding movies I've ever worked on. It was such a privilege to go to Oklahoma and work with the Osage people, and we just couldn't be more proud to bring this story to Mexico and the world. Well, you have people like Robert De Niro and Leonardo DiCaprio, who are just obviously world famous people. But typical with Martin Scorsese, he populates his films with just an incredible variety of supporting actors who, even if they're on screen for 5 minutes, you remember them. They're just Jesse Plemons and Louis Cancelmi, and of course, Lily Gladstone, who's just extraordinary and mesmerizing. I hope that people, appreciate and really understand the depths of this tragic story that happened in America to the Osage people. And I hope it helps bring an awareness and understanding of what they have gone through and that they've survived, that they are here today and their culture is here, and despite all the attempts to destroy it, that they have survived as a people and a culture.
I've been here 2 days. I love this city. People are beautiful. Interestingly, I told the story to a couple of people yesterday and today, and here in Mexico, and both of them said, this story is familiar to us. And she explained, both of them, why. So I'm learning that our story has been occurring throughout our countries for hundreds of years. It's time for the younger generation to step up, because my generation, we're moving on and we will be here to support them. But if we're not ready, it'll be something else that will come. So it's your generation that I'm looking towards. Well, my grandparents' generation, it wasn't, that long ago. My father grew up in this time. So we have not talked about it too much, and David Grand's book began us to speak more of it, and this movie, to see it, we are very more than satisfied.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and comment on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos are released.